I am Shino Matsuura. I myself have a great interest in fashion. In addition, I am Japanese and was wondering how Japanese fashion changed over the course of Japanese history. To unveil the answer, I visited Asakusa, Ginza, Harajuku, Nihonbashi, Ochanomizu, Shibuya, Shinjuku, and some other districts in Tokyo. First, I divided my search for my answer into 3 separate parts. The traditional Japanese fashion, called wafuku, Western and Japanese influences on clothes, and Japanese trends and subcultures.
The difference between wafuku and Western clothes is that the Western are made for a certain body type, while wafuku is made out of one piece of cloth. Therefore, it matters less with kimonos which size someone has. Most of the time, every body type can wear it. So Western clothes actually choose a person, while wafuku does not choose any person at all.
Asakusa was the place where I needed to be to get in touch with the traditional side of Japanese clothes. Asakusa is considered one of the most old districts of Tokyo, where a lot of craftsmen gather. In the past, it was the entertainment district for general people, but now Asakusa attracts many tourists with its Kaminarimon and its old Tokyo atmosphere. Not far from Asakusa, there is a district called Nihonbashi. There I visited the museum and manufacturer Sankatsu, which has been in operation for 120 years. I there got the chance to speak with Mr. Shimizu, who has been specialized in the production of yukatas for about 63 years. The unique yukata of each era from Meiji to the present are displayed. A simple explanation of the dyeing technique, jusen, pour dyeing, which is still used in Sankatsu for making its yukatas today, is provided while you observe the dyeing tools. You can closely observe the dye works of the deceased national treasure Kotaro Shimizu.
Yukatas appeared first when people started taking baths with one layer of cotton kimono. Those kimonos were seen on Japanese prints, and soon general citizens started wearing those outside around the final years of the Edo period. Now we only wear yukatas to fireworks and festivals in Japan. We only have a few other opportunities to wear yukatas. In the Edo period, we wore yukatas all year. In winter, we would wear old yukatas under new yukatas or wear kimonos with backing. If those yukatas and kimonos became old, we would use them as pajamas, because clothes were quite valuable and expensive at the time. Then again, we would use old clothes as baby diapers, then as dust clothes, and afterwards we would throw it away. In the Edo period, Japan would treat clothes preciously. Nowadays, at the most, we wear yukatas once a year, and clothes are dyed with screening, which makes production in China cheaper than Japan. Which causes manufacturers to buy their yukatas and kimonos in China and sell them in Japan. That takes 90% of Japan's total yukata and kimono supply.
I took a stop at Ochanomizu. There I met Mr. Kobayashi of Y & Sons, a specialty store which sells tailored kimonos with a modern twist. I asked Mr. Kobayashi some questions about the kimono in modern Japan.
People who wear kimonos for the first time are the majority. 70 to 80% wears them for the first time when coming to our shop. The remaining 20 to 30% already possesses a kimono. For instance, those people take part in tea ceremonies, but most people experience the kimono for the first time. In age, people in their 30s are 50% of our customers. The remaining 50% are people in their 40s, 50s, then 20s. This is a statistic based on our yearly profit. But if we look at the yukata season, summer, we see that the age range of our customers becomes younger. Not differing from the rest, people in the 30s are the majority. But then in the second place come people in their 20s. In the first place, before this shop opened, there were not a lot of shops that produced male kimonos. Then the most concerning part was that people who liked fashion, who wanted a shop where they could buy the kimono they wanted, did not exist. That was our starting point. So for people who wanted to dress themselves fashionably and adore fashion, we produce products that our customers can find genuinely cool. That is our main goal. Also, people wanted to wear kimonos for a long time, but were not comfortable buying kimonos at department stores or could not find the kimono that they were looking for. When customers feel that they maybe wouldn't even have worn kimonos if we did not exist, we as a shop feel content with making new people wear kimonos. We see a rise in men who wear kimonos. It is said that kimonos have not changed in 100 years. So in general, kimonos do not have very extreme trends like Western clothing. The form of the kimono has not changed much. But if we look back in history, are the kimonos of the Edo period the same as the kimonos now? Of course not. There are no yearly trends, but there are some mild trends here and there. The most recent boom is that both female and male choose a plain colored kimono to combine the flow of Western clothes. I think we can call that a trend now. After all, there are few people who wear kimonos, which makes it difficult for trends to be born. That, I think, is the reason why there are only a few trends. I hope that people will wear kimonos for fashion. But the thing is that when you wear kimonos and Western clothing, you experience Western clothing as more comfortable and easy. Western clothes also take little time to wear. Furthermore, when it's raining, when you go out for dinner, kimonos are absolutely more inconvenient. Some people think that as a Japanese citizen, you should wear the kimono 365 days a year and have to learn the traditional ways of the kimono. What we suggest is that the kimonos are not common in our daily life. It is something that enriches our life by wearing it occasionally.
My next stop was the 6th district, Ginza. The first shopping district in Tokyo and the district with the highest land price. I spoke with Mr. Katsuhisa of Echigoya, a silk and cotton kimono shop founded in 1755.
In the past, kimonos were worn daily. Now people hardly wear them anymore.
まあ日常に着物を着てた時代
Although some people may want kimonos, but even then do not know how to fold them.
着る方がいなくなってしまって例えば
In the past, people like your grandmother would know and teach you. But those kind of people are becoming a minority.
欲しいですと言ってもまず着物の畳み方とかが分かんない
Also,
昔はおばあちゃん
people started to not live in the same house as their parents and grandparents anymore.
だんだんとこうあまりファミリーがこう少ないおじいちゃんとおばあちゃん
Japanese families became small.
教えてくれる人が周りにいなくなってしまった
That caused people to not know anymore how to fold and clean kimonos.
仕方とかいろいろ教えてお客様に教え
We as a shop need to teach you how our customers can do that and link that with the selling of our products.
ここは特にないですね
There are no particular trends in kimono.
古典柄っていう
We use patterns from the Edo period,
江戸時代とかから続いているよう
so we do not really have trends.
な大和絵って言っても
But in colors we may vary.
そういう古典の柄中心にやってるので、まあ流行り廃り
In the
が
past, the roads and paths consisted of dirt and wood.
色地の色とか差し色とか
Now we have concrete buildings and paths.
昔の道路とかって結構土だったり木が多かったりするんですよ
So we try to make our kimonos fitted to the new urban environment.
都会に合うような着物を作るようには心がけてはいますけどね
The kimonos are Japan's clothing, so I wanted to keep
で
existing.
も日本のこう国の衣装ですからまあ残っ
But
てる
unfortunately, they are made of silk, cotton, and hemp, which makes kimonos so expensive.
まあ大体まあ絹とか綿とか麻なんかで作ってますので、やっぱりなかなかいい
I want younger people to wear kimonos, as we see at firework festivals. With that kind of feeling, I hope that the amount of people who wear kimonos will increase.